Good morning, heroes. What's up, or whatever time of day it is for you. Today, we're going to get into our Fight Harder recovery. So, for this week, we're going to be doing Yin Yoga, for this period. We're going to be doing Yin Yoga. Yin Yoga is about getting into a very subtle and simple stretch, something that we can hold and maintain for a good amount of time, and it should feel like very accessible. So, as we get into that, we're going to look for something that we can do. And again, you just want to feel a slight stretch. And then over time, we're going to allow gravity and time to kind of help us relax and deepen that stretch. But we'll get into that later. We're going to start off with our daily. We're going to do our travel check, our weapons check. Today's featured weapon is going to be a weighted stick. You can totally do all these moves with like a normal, just like broom handle or something. But this is a little weighted stick. I think it's 12 pounds, something like that. But let's jump into it. All right. We'll start off with our armor up. Oh, other equipment you're going to want a big pillow. This is a bolster, but you're going to want pillows, blocks, things to help support you in those stretches because, again, we're just looking for a subtle stretch, but you'll want at least a big pillow and maybe some blocks or blankets if you're doing this at the end of the day to relax and cool down. So, otherwise, let's get into it. Find yourself that grounded position. Big inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. Into the nose, out through the mouth. Last one, into the nose, out through the mouth. All right, let's begin our armor up. Nice light lunge. Find that stretch, find that tuck. Maybe you have your support for you, or maybe you're working that balance. And again, if you wanted to, you could go down low, if that's available. Last time. Again, this is our opportunity to see, switch sides, how our body's feeling today. If we are feeling tight, we're feeling sore from yesterday's Fight Harder workout, we're still on level 1, so plenty of time to crank all this stuff up. But let's just take it nice and easy today. Good. Now that wide stance, send those hips back. Maybe you reach forward to counter the bounce. Oh. Feeling that nice inner thigh stretch, maybe in the back and the hamstring. Last time. All right. And for the circles today, we're going to do a little bit different one. We're going to do a little active twist. I call this the gum squisher. So I'm stepping into the ball of my foot and I'm twisting. You can make this more intense by putting your foot up on something and really having to turn in and out, but on the ground it works just fine. Switch sides. Oh, good. And upper body, inhale, open wide. Exhale and round. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, round. Oh, inhale, up. Exhale, and round. Wide stance, side body. Oh. And maybe overhead. Nice. And the twist. Good. All right, a little bit of warm up. High knees. And straight leg kicks. High knee jog or march, fast march or go. Good. Butt kickers. Nothing too intense today. Just some nice movement. And skateboarder, maybe find that balance. Otherwise, good. Switch. And march or jog it. 3, 2, 1. Side to side. Something you can play with today is long inhales through the nose, long exhales through the mouth, or even just breathing through the nose, sideways. Remember, feel free to grab your balance, support. Switch sides. Maybe it's small, maybe you're tappy, tap, tap. Really find that balance, or go big. And hop it up. 2, 1. Good. Upper body. If you wanted to, you can grab a weight. Maybe just a light one. And thrust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Baseball swings. Chops, maybe. Well, I'm calling swings. And slashes. Other way. Nice. All right, let's get into this daily travel check. We're going to be doing our 60 seconds of cruise, 30 seconds of rush, 10 seconds of max out. We'll do that twice through. Let's get our hearts and lungs pumping. Big inhales, long exhales. 60 seconds on the clock in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So maybe another way we can do the flow is we can kind of just move our body. So let's switch it up today. Instead of thinking all just leg cardio, it's like almost like we're climbing or swimming. Maybe that's the way to think about it. Let's go with it. Swim, 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 swim. Shift that weight. Maybe backstroke. That's a bad backstroke. Are the arms big? 3, 1. Last 15 seconds. Let's just go reach, 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 reach. For rush, we're just going to kind of pick this up. And 1. Go ahead. Go. Now we're swimming a little bit faster. Inhale through that nose. Exhale through that mouth. Good. We're going to pick it up for 10 seconds. You're just going to swim as fast as possible. Here we go in 10. 3, 2, 1. Crank it out. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 5, 3, 2, 1. Recover. This time we'll focus a little bit more on the legs. 30 seconds, catch your breath. Different, right? Something different. Roll those hips. Stay nice and loose. 15 seconds. This time we're going to go a little bit almost the opposite. We're going to find a wall or a countertop, and we're going to kind of like we're pushing through. So 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 60 seconds of cruise. You're just going to do high knee, kind of like marching, like you're pushing something up a hill. That's what we're going to go with. And if the legs are starting to feel it, if you want to, you can sort of just shift your weights arm from arm to arm. Otherwise, keep those legs pulling up. And it could be nice and small. If the arms are kind of feeling it, the wrists don't like this, you can even just imagine this but standing. 20 seconds. Nice march. Nice march. Easy peasy. All right, we're going to pick up the pace here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nice, steady march. Keep that core engaged. Smile, maybe. Inhales and exhales. Over halfway. All right, for our final one, you're going to run it out if it feels good or go as fast as you want with this max out. Here we go. 5, 3, 2, 1. I have to go so I don't knock this over. Go. Keep it up. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, 30 seconds. Grab your weapon. Maybe rest for the first 15. Catch your breath. Like I said, today I'm going to be playing with a weighted stick. So I'll stay back and hopefully not hit anything. 12 seconds. I'm going to teach my one core move that I like to teach with this. So you're going to take the stick, you're going to put it down. We're going to start the flow in 2, 1. You can start flowing, or if you got a stick, what you're going to do is you're going to bend your knees. You're going to do that pelvic tuck, and you're going to try to push this thing down through the ground as if you are trying to shove it through the ground. You should feel your core fire up, engaged. Good. So I think I might show you some of those stick moves, because the stick is, I actually use it a lot in a class I teach. And it's a great way to get some strength in a not sort of normal way. So right now I have palms up. Ooh, unscrew. Keep it simple this first round. So maybe let's go under, under. For the next heavies, we're going to set it down and we're going to get into like our triceps. So we're going to put it down, switching to heavy in 3, 2, 1. Feel free to do what you're doing, or you're going to be like me. You're going to lean in and you're going to use your arms to kick yourself up. So you should really feel this in the tricep, back of the arms. We're just going to go one way and then switch. For max out, I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to do a little bit of like kayaking. So switching to power attacks in 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1. Good. Relax. So the next round I'm going to do really flowy, kind of more so what I would do for weapons. Wow, you know, that's kind of stuff. But you can use this really for a lot of good like strength movements. I really like doing that for tricep with people who can't go to the ground or in a class where I don't have a lot of equipment. Of course, we can do stuff like curls and things like that too. But hey, time to flow. 60 seconds. Have fun. So we can do spins, even with a weighted one. Just don't hit yourself. Or I can think, how big and controlled can I be? Another 26 seconds. Seven, 6, 5, 4. So for heavy now, I'm going to go into more just like kind of straight attacks. Switching hands. All right, max out. Here we go. Just gonna thrust it out. 3, 2, 1, power. Go. 5 seconds. Go. And recover. Daily done. Cool. A little bit of fun. A little bit of strength. A little bit of cardio. Let's get into our upgrade section. So I'm going to need to adjust the camera just a little bit down. So apologies for the little travel you're going to do. But we are going to be going to the floor. If the floor is not a good option for you, you have your chair and your messy, messy floor. But you're going to want something to support you. There it is. So if you're on a chair, you're going to want something that you can reach out to. This will be the final pose that we do. But you're going to want something to help support. And you're going to do the best you can to mimic some of these poses. So the first thing we're going to do is a hip opener. And for this one, if you could have something to like step your foot up on, even if it's just small, and lean back. We're going to be looking to open this chest up. So maybe it'll be just here. Then for the chest opener, you're going to splay open. For the supported twist, you're just going to find as good a twist as you can in the chair, and it's okay on your back. And then lastly, for that child's pose again, you're going to roll out. Everybody else, if you're comfortable with going to the floor, you're with me. Because I need this. Oh, we won't need you, but we will need, for the first one, hip opener. Okay, so if you have that pillow, now a bolster is a thick pillow, roaming ball. The thick pillow, so it's going to allow me to get much higher up, which is going to make it more intense. You don't necessarily need that. All we're looking for is a little pillow to raise your hips up, to allow you to open those hips a bit more. Now I'll show the first level and then I'll add in the pillow as I try not to knock my microphone out. Cool. So the first, for the hip opener, we're just going to lay on our back. And maybe this right here, you're going to feel a stretch. If not, you're going to take that pillow and you are going to slide it underneath your hips. We're going to start off just here for a second. Notice if your back is really arched and it's hurting, painful, stand into a bridge. So this will be kind of like actually the starting position. So that puts my hips in a little bit better of a spot. Timer. So what we're going to do is today we're just only doing 2 minutes per pose. Just getting used to or introduced to this. So we're already starting the 2-minute timer. If this is good enough, stay here. If you want to go deeper, you're going to let one leg come out. And actually, we should really be starting the timer right here because we're going to do one side at a time. Again, if my back is really arching, think about that pelvic tuck or back off. Should be not really any pain. We want to feel a gentle stretch. If this is okay and you want to go deeper, you're either going to step your foot so it's standing on a block, flip so you can see, or you're going to lift it up and maybe even pull it into the chest. And notice how if I straighten my leg, it would be hovering. I can let it bend. And even though I don't really feel a big stretch, I don't really feel much. Obviously, there's some tightness because it keeps wanting to lift my leg. So I'm just going to hang out here. With every inhale, I'm going to breathe into the area I'm trying to stretch. And every exhale, I'm going to let go. If that's woo-woo for you, think about as you inhale, you're sending blood and oxygen to that spot. And every exhale, you're just trying to relax and let it get a little bit deeper. You can also do a body scan, finding other areas. Obviously, if you're holding your arm, you're working your arms, but maybe there's some spots like in your toes you can relax. And I also find that usually, if even though I don't feel it at first, I may feel it as I go into it. And there we are, already 2 minutes down. We're going to be, so if you want to switch, you can either step the legs down. We're going to switch to the other side. Again, standing, standing with one leg out, pulling in. For me, this actually is easier on my back. Oh, this side's rough. Because it pulls the pelvis into a better position. And a lot of people that I show this to say the same thing. So this is actually semi easier. If you need to, you can get a belt. If it's hard to reach around the legs, you can just get a belt around it, a strap. Oh, just gotta reach. Luke Skywalker. You may be feeling this on the inner thigh, in front of the hip. Don't really worry about where you're supposed to feel it. As long as it feels like a stretch, you're good. Big inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. If you like, you can play a little bit with maybe extending that leg and then relaxing it again. And there's 2 minutes. Go ahead and start to let that leg go back. All right. Maybe take a big stretch as we are heading into the chest opener. So maybe easily make your way off. But the chest opener, we're going to take that ball, we're going to take that pillow and we're going to make it long and we're going to lay on top of it. So depending on how long it is, and again, because I have a bigger pillow, I'm going to be able to go deeper. But even just a small pillow or a stack of pillows, another way if you have a yoga block is you can do this where so they usually do it in yoga class is they do one under the shoulder blades and one under the head, either tall if your neck feels it or on the small side. That way you can open up like this. But I'll show the pillow version. That actually feels really good. So I may flip to that, but I'm going to show the pillow version. You want to make sure your head is supported so it's not hanging off the back, but it's on there. That's okay if my hips are down below. So let's go. All you're going to do is just open up and let the weight of your arms open your chest. You're going to lay here. 2 minutes. Legs can be standing, legs can be long, whatever feels more comfortable for you. You're going to take your thumbs. You want to make sure your arms aren't rolling down. You want to open your palms up. If it's comfortable, you may go slightly in line or above the shoulders. You can see that my hands are floating and I'm comfortable with this, but if this is not comfortable, find a level where your hands can be just touching the ground. Big inhales through the nose. Breathe into that chest. Exhale, let the arms just drop a little bit more. If your arms feel like they're going numb, then you want to back off. Either just take a break or get more support or lower your support under your back. You reach those fingers out, relax them. And 2 minutes. Slide those arms down along your body. Now we're going to go to a supported twist. So slowly edge off there. With a supported twist, you can't see my eyes. What we'll do is we want the twist to focus more so on the hips, not the back. Not targeting to crack your low back. Maybe your low spine in general is not really meant for much twisting. The mobility should be more so in the hips and your upper back. So the way we're gonna do it, we're gonna start off first version. Um, you can have the pillow close by for your legs because we might use it to support the legs. But first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come to standing with the legs, and I'm gonna just take you through the versions, and then the next couple weeks we can just start going a little bit faster through them. So we're gonna start off with our legs, starting the timer even now. You're gonna drop your legs from standing, just dropping the knees over. If that's too much, grab a little pillow and stick it between your legs to support it. Then, if you want to go deeper, two ways. You can take the bottom foot and put it over top of the knee. But I would suggest if you're going to do that, you may go sideways because this can be kind of intense in the hip. If you would like, and it's not too much on your back, you can then open up, let the arm go, and then maybe let the head start to come up to the ceiling. Big inhales through the nose, long exhales through the mouth. Remember, if it's ever becomes too much, you can always back off, going to a lower progression. If that feels good, you can switch your legs and reach the foot across. So the top leg now is over top of the bottom leg. I'm feeling it all across here into my butt, into the side of the legs. Oh, why is 2 minutes up? All right. So I'm going to go through those progressions a little bit faster so I can get to the deeper one. But so you have first just dropping those legs, maybe facing the same way, at least slightly with your chest. If you want, you can increase that. Maybe you have to adjust where your foot is by putting the other foot on the knee, kind of pulling down on it. the weight. Or you have that last version where you switch the legs and you kick the leg across. Now, funny enough, on this side, the knee on, or the foot on the knee actually feels more of a stretch. So I'm going to stick with that version on this side. And note if there's differences on each side. Again, maybe you open up that chest. Big inhales, long exhales. And bring those knees up. We're gonna be heading towards our final pose. Or maybe rock and roll the side. See how your low back feels after that. Make sure it's okay. Final pose, we're gonna be doing child's pose. So we're going to set ourselves up. And I laughed at myself because every time I've tried to meditate, doesn't matter however long I'm going for. I think I got up to 20 minutes once, but 5 minutes, 10 minutes, always at like about 10 seconds before the timer's gonna go up, I start to have a mini panic attack and go like, oh crap, did I start a timer? Is the timer going? Or am I gonna lay here for 2 hours? So if you're experiencing a similar thing, don't worry. Big inhales, long exhales, it will stop when it needs to. Anyways, for this last one, if you're comfortable with going on the ground, we're going to go wide legs, and if it's comfortable on the knees. If the knees are not cool with this at all, do the seated version where you're sitting on a chair and you have something to kind of lean out. So it'd be like in this pose, but sitting down. Otherwise, we're going to take a big old pillow. We're going to place our knees on the sides of it. I like feet, top of feet. And we're just going to work on basically like an inner thigh stretch. We'll hug this pillow. So working to get those thighs into a little bit of a stretch, our hips back towards our feet, and you can either go head down, head to the side. Told you this is a good one to do before bed. Oh, big inhales and let it go. Of course, if you ever start to feel pain, you can back off. But if it's discomfort, try to feel it. Inhale the discomfort. Exhale and let it go. Sounds like there's someone wanting to join us. Incoming. Stay in it. Yeah, look at that outfit. Oh my goodness.
I'm like a superhero.
You are like a superhero. Final 15 seconds in your relaxing recovery there.
What? Who are you talking to?
The camera. 3, 2, 1. Make your way easily out as my family comes in and joins me. We'll call it there. So I hope you had a nice relaxing recovery. Catch you on the next adventure. We're starting it back up again on Monday.
What did you say?
I was telling them that we're starting to back up on the next day, whatever day that is for them. They're gonna get to rock and roll.